那些神农万金黑个，三万一千遍扎瓦拉黑，天桥都被加波的金德，马来几个印度人些嘛，用的啥就万寿的东个，我们这都是把我这个做，那都娘把金边安逸。道节个月个节是松哟，俺们松个节den看松个，是了嘛不空的用啦家，是人单就有人的不拉是，道节家把节别道节呢，南年个中的跟就是了人，道节家节小把钱不也，那些的话钱不东西吧。阿耶坚持着为罗格勒金，得结公为社会已经有呗。让将早送往个拉走来，个别说完的做新结了，将等我中的个班大大，都没忘的这边我做做。Go to the Manjushri text. 三界皆当作见求南无三九八的当内教真觉大概金所具备所南见着拉本色的三界这八的有三界皆当作见求南无三九八的当内教真觉大概金所具备所南 Rola Benzara Sanjay Parisho in the Buddha Dharma Sangha most excellent. I take refuge under I attain enlightenment through the merit of practicing generosity. So may I Buddhahood for the benefit of all sentient beings. Sanjay Chetan Zojen Jonam Lo Sanjo Borda Dane Jobsen. Dage Jin So Jibe So Nam Jen Rola Benzara Sanjay Parisho. Sanje che dan zo jen jo nam la san jo bar de dan ne jab zen da ge jin so ji be so nam jen ro la ben ser san jen zhe bar jo zem jen tam je de wa dan de we je dan den bar jo je dong ar dan dong ar je je dan ra bar jo je dong ar me be de wa dan men ra wa jo je nye ren ja dan ye dan ra Danyom se me bala ne bara George may all sentient beings enjoy happiness and the causes of happiness. May they be free from suffering, the causes of suffering. May they never be separate from the sacred happiness devoid of suffering, and may the divine boundless equanimity that is free from attachment and aversion. May all sentient beings enjoy happiness and the causes of happiness. May they be free from suffering, the causes of suffering. May they never be separate from the sacred happiness devoid of suffering. And may the divine boundless equanimity that is free from attachment and aversion. Go to the Manjushri text. Om Shine Danjana Benzara Zobava Ema Gohan. Om Ngang Le Na Zo Be Ma Dang. Dan Ye Din De Ran Re Mo Ma Zer. O Zer Ran Bar De Le Won Chen Che. Yar Wai Gen Chun Ro Gen De Ba Jiang. Serende Yon Jar Dan Yen Jang Bar Yang. Tomai serendoi sharje sanye ba ye ba shira raje bonde sar yom ba do gar de se ba le ye wa ne zen ge sar bon yom de zem de don ra ja be lin wam jin Serpeng aje donde dorozonze nazo renjin jin jin daraje lo dojere shenzon zenbe zenbarwe neson rezon kamaran den le on zhe yi xie zenba jin zhang jiu Taho Baho Dada Nimi Dem Layan Dole On Je Ring La Jin Zhang Me Do Pe Da Mar Me Che Yar Ze Ro Mo Dan Jin Ju Bam Bu Om Sarva Da Dan Ga Da Be Gen Ga Samaya Yere Ye Ho Ye Sara Bum Je Je Wo Ne Wang Go Ge Gan Zhe Ma Da Jin Je La Ma Je Wo Ren Je Le Nam Nan We Jin Jin Wang La Da Ge Le La Den Bar Jo Men Ze Xie Ren Jan Sa Dong Ben Za Ar Gam Ba Ding Be Be De Be Alo Gen Gen De Ne Ve De Yabda Sarva Bunza Manga Samanda Savarana Samaye Hong Gang Lo Zhi Zhi Nye Zhen Nye Tara Namda Rasar Ve Je Nye Dong Gen Je Shen Se Ser Nye Je Du Ka Leng Wan Zeng Kan Dai Si Pe Zong Rai Ma Re Men Tong Dong Ha Rai Chi Ser Ve Zhou Zhou Geng La Pe Je Dar Se Yen Lai Zhu Jie Yang Ding Song Zhou Dar Jie Zhou Nye Mong Nye Rong Le Jie Jia Zhou Zhong Ze Jie Ma Re Men Se Re Dong Ha Re Nyu Ge Jie Nye Jiong Ze Ra Zhi Nang Dong Ne Da Jian Sab Jian Dar Sen Yong Den Le Zo Jar Sen De Ve Ge Jie Cha Jie Dan Ju Nie Jian Zhe Da Lo Men Se Re Ju Lan De Yu Ne Ge Len Jiang Wa Yi Xie Zhou Me Rab Den Bar Jie Den De Mo Men Sa Ro Yambara yang la san zara do gara nye de mum dara ngan ren je sen do o je ran yen yen kor we sen zhe so de yar gen sin de mum ten la won zhe be no yar ye nye jer ju je sen jen zhe ba jiang ran zhe la jer gen jiang ha zha zhou Uzar zende savon la de me yon wange yoromo wange yoromo wange yoromo wange yoromo wange yoromo wange yoromo no wange yoromo wange yoromo wange yoromo wange yoromo wange yoromo wange wange yoromo 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 wange wange yoromo 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 Wange yoremo, wange yoremo, wange yoremo, wange wange yoremo, 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 Wange shoremo. Tangge doje joje reisen dongye je do deje bongjom. Zirje lambo tawre jibe ge joje jerbe jala ge sandra dorje janjen der onaro dam arba mel. Jeje gambo baba modu ba yarwa indigong gaje lama namla zorwa de yagare benje bola gade Brahman jungne galan den rome dada lan zimbe gane je orje rumbo jela zorwa de yenje bodane de zon zanje genje ngo ye ran zanje gen ngo zon don zebe sabe lama nam la zorwande. Good morning, everyone. Afternoon, evenings, Tashidele, where you are. So, the today, I think we are page 50, 55 is correct? Yes.
That's correct, Khenpo.
Okay. So we're going to starting from page 55. I'm arriving in Brazil, Sao Paulo. And the good news, Gachen Rinpoche is recovered every day, better and better. So now he can speak very clear. He can eat. He can sit down. So not fully recovered, but every single day progressing and better. So you already heard maybe the news, yes, ready? So, okay, now we go to today, page 55. The starting from the Emaho. Emaho, Tayang Kardim Panam Tsunyun Tang. Siyor mi nang tong pa ranzong de ye tong chedan dawe yang magi nang ge train to rayar jimi pe besor nimpon de lan jong magi. Emma ho, so it's very amazing, you know, special. As long as we know how to, you know, apply our own nature of Ripa. So this, you know, Emma ho, the point is this instruction is someone who knows how to always, you know, maintain or nature of Ripa or always be in that state. So for them, always amazing everything. No lesson here, once more fortunate sons. So he always asking, you know, lesson, you know, who has this opportunity to listen, they are very fortunate. Sons, also daughters, okay? The both are included there. Then this own form of appearance, emptiness without external object. So this instruction is like comes many times again and again. So we know why this, you know, coming again and again. because we have a mind, our subject, and then object appearances. So subject mind is always, fixation, attach, grasping to then external objects. So that's the problem, And for us, of course, the subject mind is exist. Object, external, these appearances also exist for the ordinary people. That's what we call subject and the object. Yeah. And this, who has opportunity or who knows how to practice this nature of Ripa. And then there, for them, this two is not exist actually for them, okay? Because that's why this very special, amazing for them. So the point is, like, long as we know how to meditate and how to apply our own nature of Rigpa or awareness, then we don't have this subject and object separations. And so then our this object mind, no subject mind is no fixation attached to external objects. And that's why he mentioned here is because it is pro-modal empty. Actually, see, so long as you know how to handle, how to meditate and practice, then this, object is like the unbeginningless time not truly exist. It's pro-modal empty. That's why we don't need to make emptiness, okay? It's naturally emptiness. It's called wisdom of emptiness. It's reality truly is emptiness. Even you hear this teaching, no hearing this teaching doesn't matter. So external object is the unbeginningless time, like pro-modally is reality is emptiness, truly emptiness. Yeah. Comparable to a moon in water. Same is like moon is reflect in the water. So someone don't know that, then that thing moon is in the water. So I think I share or you ready the story about, yeah. Couple of weeks ago, I think I talked about the story, the monkeys, falling into the lake and they're dead. So the reason is because they didn't know is moon is in the reflection in the water. That thing is a rare moon is in the water. Yeah, so like we does like that. We already fixation to external objects and attach or grasping to external object. That's why we fear all these external things rare and true for us. But the reality truly is emptiness. We don't know that. Okay, so think about when we have dreaming. In the dream, you have something, maybe you buy very beautiful car in the dream. Okay, maybe you have that desire or expectation. You buy the car you bought, you have, you drive, you're so happy, joy. Somebody said this car is not true because you are dreaming. In that time, you cannot accept that. In the dream, because that's rare for you, it's true for you. But then when you wake up, that's gone. So we have good dreams, bad dreams, like both happens exactly kind of true in the dream, right? And the wake up, the both are no truth. So now in this right now, we are in the delusion states, conceptual states. And then all this external object is rare for us, true for us, but one day you know how to handle this external object, clinging to external object, no attached to external object, fixation, no attached to that. And then you realize all this external object is mind projected, no real true is there. So that's what he explained here. You know, the does not need to be cleansed. See, we don't need to like, you know, the external object go away or destroy something, because as long as you know your own mind nature, so external objects naturally you understanding emptiness. The the internal thoughts of the thinking process vanish of themselves. So then also naturally, you know, internal like thoughts like, oh, this is like my enemy, this is my loved ones, okay, this is my car, this is my house, or this is my something else. So this all thoughts is then naturally dissolved. The long as you realize the external things not truly inherently exist, you know, your mind recognizes that, then your mind has inert these so many thoughts also naturally vanish of themselves without the trace. So then they don't create any like karmic imprint, or trace means like path, or you know, they create you know, the the karmic imprint is, I think, is correct, you know, so that they don't create again. So it is not necessary to apply the antidotes of effort, lead, and divorce to them. So that's why, you know, we don't need to try to make external things emptiness, okay? And just recognize external things is no exist. Like you apply that, and you know, into your own natural mind, Ripa, and then all these external things naturally goes emptiness. You know, clinging, attached fixation to external things. Then your thoughts also naturally dissolved. So we don't need to apply any antidote for that. So that's why we, you know, uh, uh, this normally we think every problem we apply different kind of solutions. Then we never solve the problem. So you solve one problem, another problem comes. You solve that problem, maybe make another problems. Okay, so that's we chasing the external problem. We use the solution for something, for remedy for that. But yogi realizes they always use one solution, you know, one practice. The one solution, one practice is always maintain own nature of Rigpa mind. You know, be in that state. Then doesn't matter which kind of problem, external object, which kind of emotion rising, you know, which kind of thoughts have, you know, obstacles. They just only maintain nature of Rigpa, use awareness, and then dissolve all the problems. So they don't have to apply any other antidote, anything, just maintain own nature of Rigpa mind. That's this first statement. And then next one, Nansim Yedur Lukpe Yeshila, Palang Redo Ngang Domando. Ripa Sanka, Cherwin the Nyela, Yiku trip Komba Makumba, Shakes takes a penny Jimmy, the Rimi Nyamba Chimbilula show. So it's extremely beautiful, this Tibetan, each word, you know, explains, but I don't know English kept like that exactly. So we see, okay. The appearance mind, which is pro-modal liberate, hanging loose wisdom. So apparent mind means like, you know, mind seeing all this external object. Then this, you know, practitioners, okay, meditators, we say like, okay, realizers, or someone in the nature of mind. So then there, which is a pro-modal liberal, means they are just seeing all this empty, seeing forms as like pro-modal emptiness. Primordially liberate, hinge means like primordially emptiness. That's called liberation. You don't fixate your mind to external object. You attach to external object. So then all external object is naturally liberating. Hinging loose wisdom means it's there, you're seeing, but your mind no attach fixation to that. So that's called hinging loose wisdom. So our ordinary people, you see things, you attach fixation, clinging, always mind create a karmic imprint to that. Yeah. So same is like our mind is a camera, that's always a video recording. Okay, capture external objects. And so this realizer mind is same as a camera, but they don't recording. They're seeing external object, but they don't record. Okay, do you understand difference? Our ordinary mind is the same as a camera, but problem is we're recording everything. So then create all this recording. Then we have everything in the put into our how to say this the in the like we have a gigabytes or megabytes or something, we restoring everything, so that's the difference. Yeah, if you don't recording external things, then nothing there. You goes after, you don't see again, they're not there. So the problem is everything is recording. Okay, and the clinging means like that. Then that's created like stress, karmic imprints, and fixations. So that's our mind does. So Dharma practitioners mind, video camera but no recording, then seeing everything, liberating everything itself. Hinging loose wisdom. So that's called hinging wisdom, loose wisdom. So then does not need the supreme possession. So of any abandonment, adoption, hope, and fear at all. So then the point is this long as you no longer attach fixation to external things, that is supreme possession of, then you don't need to apply something into that, something like, okay, I have to do something for solution. You don't have to apply anything. That's not needed the supreme possession of any, like something you can abandonment, rejecting, adoption, or you have a hope for nirvana and fear for samsara at all. So that's all gone. So long as we don't recording anything, like then you don't thinking about, oh, I like this video recording, I don't like this, you don't have this both. Yeah, you don't have like some bad things, like you think, oh, scared, fears, and you see some very good ones, you attach fear fixation to that. That's the when my fixation in the ordinary states. But in the nature of mind, we don't create that. So that's why no hope for realization, and no fear for samsara. You always in the nature of states. It's actually, you are in the nature of mind, it's Buddha state. Then for this directly seeing naked Ripa means you seeing Naked requires no thoughts, no fixation, external, no subject, object create, then that's called the naked ripa. Naked ripa is you apply your own awareness, you're seeing your own mind, okay? And then they don't create the subject and the object. You seeing it is a present moment, clear awareness, then that's called the naked ripa. So do not dress it in the cloth of mental analysis. So then you don't create like, okay, this is my ripa or this is not my ripa. We don't create any like something put in the cloth for your mind. Like, we normally say like naked means no cloth. Then we say naked. Okay. If you put cloth, then you know naked. So same is like your ripa is naked, means it is own nature is naked. Then you analyze is you put the cloth. Same as you put the cloth, okay? And then you put more attached fixation, you put more cloth. Many layers become. So same like that, cloth of mental analysis. Then, so this is the, how to we normally be in the natural mind is elaborations, but relax yourself into its being just as it is. Just what it is, evanescent and traceless in baseless great equality. So that's the core nature of Ripa. It's very, very beautiful, in this instruction, what explain of the Ripa. So a liberation, so means like everything is there, okay? You don't need to stop anything. You try to stop, then it's incorrect. A liberation means all is there. But, you relax, means your mind, okay, yourself. Then relaxing your mind into its being just as it is, means just go into its own natural mind. It is. As it is. Just, what it is, like don't create anything. So unfabricated, I think. So normally we say. So then evanescent and trustless. So in baseless, so then just like natural mind is baseless, trustless, all this, naturally there. Then in that state, great equality means then all is oneness in not, not separate. It's equality is like just you realize all is oneness, inseparable. So that's why what Milarepa mentioned, I don't see the sentient beings. I see everyone is a Buddha, So seeing is all is oneness, equality means pure one. And that is called economic wisdom. Normally we talk about economic wisdom means equality, you realize that. Until knowing this nature, we have bias, okay? We have separations. Doesn't matter what people say, oh, I don't have a bias, I have equanimity, but still everyone has bias, so separations. So this delusion is never going to end. Okay, so who has this realization? Then true equalness, oneness, inseparable. So that's the view of Buddha's teaching. So normally people ask questions like what Buddhists think about, this, that kind, so many ask lay out questions. Yeah. And what do you think about animals? What do you think about the male and the female? Okay. So what do you think about the nationalities or diversity things like that? You know, like falling out and they ask questions. But see, and this is the reality truth. So it's oneness. Okay. It's in this state, it's like no separations. So equalness state. That's a, come from the truth, realization. Until we don't have this realization, then delusion states, we always have these separations, okay, and the bias, separate, never going to end that. The next one, Hey ngang la train sam che sharyang, rimi ranzong ripa randang so, shipar chi la jin menyepa, ransan trama tordang samasa, ama orji chinye yolang de sajam nyek the tang the king zang, gombo long the tata hlepayin. Then this instruction is extremely beautiful again, okay? So when you meditate, you apply in this sentence, you feel this, okay? You recognize what means nature of Ripa mind. In that state means like we're talking about the absolute truth in the nature of a Ripa state, not talking about the delusion conceptual states, okay? Whichever ideas of the thought process shine forth, so thoughts rising, okay, appearance is rising, yeah, could be also arising your some afflictive emotions, shines forth. Chance means like effort for you, shine forth. Then know all of them to be baseless, self-arising requires on output. So you, in the nature of mind requested, then whatever this rising, you recognize, okay? Rising itself is groundless, rootless, baseless, okay? It's called dissolve to itself, yeah? And self-rising ripa is on import. So this, like normal ordinary states, whatever thoughts, emotion rising, we chasing that, okay? We follow that. We accept that. Do you understand? So that's the problem. Or we rejecting something, we accepting something, that's a problem. But in this case, the meditators, the fully good practitioners, mind in the natural states, then whatever that's rising, just recognize it is release itself, dissolve to itself. Same is like ocean, wave. So ocean wave rising from the ocean, dissolve back to the ocean. You don't need to pushing, back to the ocean wave. You don't need to create that wave. It just naturally comes, naturally go back to dissolve to the ocean. So that's the ocean's called, exercise or dynamic. So our mind, Rigpa also does exercise like that. Sometimes create all these thought emotions. So then what we do is like when ordinary people like oceans, waves rising, we chasing that, and then, go back and dissolve, like follow that kind of, like stuck with that idea. So similarly, we thought the emotions rising from the Rigpa, and then we follow that, we clinging or attach fixation to that. So this realizers, the rising and dissolve back it to really naturally. So that's why thoughts, emotion, there no attach fixation, clinging, anything, appearances, just dissolve to it its own, and that's why I call mind Rigpa exercise. So rising requires on output. afoot, and then instead of following after them, so you recognize, you see, you don't follow after them means you're not clinging attached to them. If you let the jingling and the jangling, blaring on and off. Uh, so I don't know this words, like I understanding Tibetan, but I don't know this English is this first time I see. Okay. If you let the jingling and the jangling, okay, so just you see like kind of like it's there, I mean, appearances and thoughts, emotions, appear you there, uh, uh, but you fears like they don't just exist, you fears that they are just kind of delusion and not really there. So that's this words, the main point is blurring on and off. So comes and dissolved, comes and dissolved, So that means like just not really there, okay? There's some rising and dissolve itself, like rising, like, uh, of elusive comings and gone of appearing mind. So it comes, goes away, comes, goes away. Via vast seminars, uh, seminars of the Dharmata's shifting events, you will have arrived at the Samantabhada's mind space. So you just, the point is this meditator or the, who has ability to hold the nature of Rigpa. So that person's appearance, no appearances, is like experience. The experience, like all this chance forth is like appearances. It comes, goes, but your mind recognize, seeing, no attraction, no fixation to into that. And then you're arriving to, become your mind is where have arrived at the Samman Bada and mind space means natural mind state. You're arriving in that state. Yeah. So it's meditation practitioner's experience. So this all is like his own experience when he, meditating realization experience. So that's this, like sharing here. And also sometimes like go to where maybe hiking in the high mountains and there maybe folks is there, or some trees, bushes, you don't see the view. Some area like you can see kind of little bit and not off in, and then you arrive to really top of the pond, and then you can see, all the folks go away, all the, the bushes, trees, and not block the view. You can see clear everything. Similar, when you arriving to the Rigpa states before, sometimes you feel like, almost there, but some, this, uh, uh, the, we have like appearances rising. It's kind of like, attach fixation to that, but it's appear to you and release itself, coming and going, you recognize. So that's kind of experience the meditator, realizes experience before arriving to Samantabhada's mind space. Make sense or no? Okay, so many people say yes, that's good news. We have today many good news, I think, here. Everybody understanding the Samantha Bada's mind space. That's the best news we have so far. You cannot have a more better news than that. Okay, so then next one. Zopa Khenpo Yedor Lingdopji. Not so random Namjor Telasir. Masin Nayan Sanjay Sarale, Madam Nayan Dev, Linjitro. Zopa Khenpo Yedor Lingdopji. This is referred to as great completion, the yoga of self-liberation. So of the whole variety produced in pro-model liberated. So this, what means Zopa Khenpo? That is referred to as means great completion is Dzogchen. Dzogchen is a Tibetan word, right? So English is great completion. This great completion, the yoga of self-liberation. Yoga of self-liberation is yoga is Tibetan, we call Namjor. Namjor is like, yoga means, it's here mentioned self-liberation. Okay, self-liberation means yogi, and yogini means self-liberation. So usually we normally say like, oh, he's yogini, he's yogi, and the people thinking about, who has long hairs and kind of a little bit more followed by, what is called the people don't care much. And some, like what we call the name is like normal hippies. So kind of like that, people call yogis, but that's just we put a label is external way, but that not really, you using correctly yogi name, okay? The real yogi means like self-liberation, okay? Self-liberation. So self-liberation is like you have an ability to liberating all these ordinary thoughts, and so you have ability to control or subdue your own this crazy mind. So that person is called yogi and yoginis. So then it's a great completion, the yoga of self-liberation of the whole variety. Whole variety means everything, okay? Produce in pro-model liberated. It means everything just pro-model liberated means like, accepting something, you don't rejecting something, you just knowing everything is oneness, okay? Liberated, emptiness, or not adopting some good things, not rejecting some bad things. We don't call that, it's called yogis, yoginis, okay? Your mind realizes all this is a oneness. That's why we Namjorma is like Dorje Namjorma is Vajja Yogini, so symbolize Vajja Yogini is the peg head. Why she has peg head? Because peg didn't accepting like the ordinary, like we in this in this ordinary mundane state, the peg didn't have these ideas like clean, unclean. Okay, pig didn't accept the clean things eating, don't rejecting unclean, rejected, right? So that is the delusion, but that's symbolized also goes to no duality. The pig is of course like the ignorance, the most ignorance animal, okay, being. So they don't know what is right, what is wrong. That's why they don't know clean and dirty, okay? So that's the another negative way. But positive, that symbolize goes to the highest tantra realization experience. Do you understand? So in one day you realize the truth, then there also, not bad and good is gone. This conceptual is gone. That's called yogini, means yogini. That's why Nam Yorma Vajja Yogini, we call Vajja Yogini. That normally these names we don't use other teachings, right? Only Vajja Yogini. Why we call Vajja Yogini? Peg has no other deities has, only Vajja Yogini has. So that's symbolized meaning is no duality, the truth. Yeah. So the point is when you see Vajja Yogini, you have to see in your true nature. The form body is no duality form, is apart to the form is Vajja Yogini. Example, we talk about Manjushri practice is wisdom form body. Deity or the deity is wisdom form body is Manjushri, or that is compassion form is Chinrezek. Okay, so similar here, what sharing is like the Vajja Yogini form is no duality form body. Okay, so then when you see that Vajja Yogini form, we have to realize this truth. Okay, otherwise you think about why she has peg head so bad, because peg is a dirty animal. And then he has the to-go knife, of course, like it's also not that pure for us perception. Then has scared blood, scared cup. That's also not pure for for us ordinary people. And then she is naked, fresh fats. All this ordinary perception is the we knowing is different. Okay, other hand. But this symbolize showing everything is non-duality, non-conceptual. Vajja Yogini is symbolized form is in what we're sharing here. So that's called Yogini, means yogi. Not the same as like normally we say yogi and yogini, okay? We just put labels yogi, yoginis for everyone, but sometimes make people happy, okay? That's it. So reality, yogi, yogini means like you you must have to have this experience or realization. Then it's called yogi and yoginis. Spontaneous existence. You have not gone anywhere, yet have arrived at the level of a Buddha. See, you never went to any places. You just arrive Buddhahood. Means like that you discovering Buddha is within yourself. Okay, so normally we say, okay, I want to go to Buddha Amitabha Pure. I wanted to go to reach to somewhere else. So I wanted to arrive to Buddhahood. So that's a relative state, okay? And relative truth, then we have this, okay, subject and the object separate. And then we have me and you. So we have like, I'm ordinary. I wanted to enlightenment. Buddhahood is in another state. Yeah. And the Pure Land is another state. So we say, I wanted to reach to that's why I wanted to do practice. That's okay. That's also another level perfect practice. But in this Mahamudra Dzogchen, this always sharing is like the teaching instruction is non-duality, non-conceptual. So that's why it's different. And long as you realize your own mind nature, you're seeing it itself, you arrive in the Buddha place. Buddha is not any other than that. So that's why Buddha Shakyamuni mentioned every single being is Buddha, okay? But we have obscurations, body obscuration, speech obscuration, mind obscuration that create we are ordinary beings. So we purify these three obscurations, then we can arrive to Buddhahood. But that's also the instruction is like more relatively truth idea. Okay, we purify body, speech, mind, obscurations. The reality truth is nothing to purify there. Okay. And you just have to recognize, you just have to seeing it itself. You must be into that state. Then you arrive, it is Buddhahood, the level of Buddha. You have not accomplished anything. You didn't have to accomplish anything. Because the reason is we always have that. You just realize that, and you don't get something you don't have. Do you understand? And you don't create anything, something you don't have. So you discovered what you have. It's called discovered. That's why Buddha teaching the difference is no creator gods. The point is in this state, okay? Why is no creator gods? You have to know why is no creator gods, because we don't create anything. In what we have is going to discover what we have. So that's called what you discover, what you have is called Buddha. That's why we call everyone is a Buddha. Everyone has opportunity to liberate. Everyone has opportunity to realize that, because everyone has through this nature mind. You don't have to find somewhere else. You don't have to buy somewhere else, okay? You don't need to begin asking someone else, please give to me this. So you have already, you have to discover this true nature. So that's this true instruction Dzogchen means. You have not accomplished anything yet. Your fruition is spontaneously existing. So then nothing you accomplish, but your fruition is like, your fruition means like you discovered what you have. That's spontaneously existing means it's naturally existing, naturally rising. So that's we call absolute true auspicious. It's rising itself there, discovering yourself. Then next is mapang yeng de nyamo ransarta lama tamp gompa tang nyamo jis nyer so lenam singbao ne de yimpe panam shiparchi. You have left the affliction unabandoned. So you don't have to abandon afflictive emotions, but emotions release itself or dissolved itself. So that's why you have left the affliction unabandoned. You just left emotions. You don't need to abandon. Do you understand? And so then, and know the purify in their own place. So the purify or its own place means, emotions, thoughts, or the obstacles is purify in their own place. It release itself, die itself, it goes away itself. Your mind is equal to the mind of the holy gurus. Become your mind is the same as all the holy gurus. And then you feel this like you are inseparable with your minds or the gurus. And that time then you have true devotion rising to the gurus. This is the like true devotion only come from when you feel this experience. Otherwise, your thinking about the guru is just relative idea, okay? When you feel you're happy, you're very happy with the guru, you don't satisfy what you want, and the guru didn't give you what you want, they don't fail your expectations, then you criticize, you are happy. And these days, like people like that. Do you understand? So only people want what they wanted to hear, okay, and what they want. And the guru felt that desire. You're happy. You say, "Oh, my guru is great. My guru is beautiful. Is perfect." Then one day, guru does that for you. Then you criticize. You say he's bad. It's no. I don't have connections. This change it to everything again. So that's the people does. Okay, so called like we have selfish. Okay, selfish. We have selfish. We gurus first our selfish, and what we want. Does that. We very happy always. And then against our selfish, they're not happy. Yeah, so that means like we don't follow the dharma. Okay, follow the not follow the dharma, follow the person. We call follow the person. That's why Buddha said, don't follow the person, follow the dharma. Okay, follow the person, your devotion is one day broken. You're never going to reach Buddhahood because gurus cannot fail you always your selfish desire, okay, and what you want. Sometimes a good thing is like student guru is far away each other. That's best news. That's great. If every single day together is broken everything. Okay, so not possible to fill your desires, self-grasping. And always what we think is like what we want. We don't give up that. And then gurus also have to follow that. Teachers have to follow that. Then you're happy, right? We know that. So everywhere like that. That means like just ordinary people's idea, not to follow the Dharma truth. So that's all we have a problem, issues. Do you understand? Okay. The teaching means we have to point things in our issues, problems, and errors recognize. Some normally we don't recognize the reason because we have a ego, we don't want to know our own problem and issues due to ego. Someone telling that we're not happy. Okay, so that's the reason that the rare instruction, Pitta instruction means showing our own wrong things, pointing out our issues. So that's the core instruction teachings. So here what means like guru, the holy guru, then you really follow the Dharma, not follow the person. Follow the Dharma, that means like you realize your mind and then you recognize Guru's kindness. After that, knowing this experience, you can broken samaya many times. Okay? You never follow the truth. And we know that just, and some days like when you have a happy, you follow the Dharma, you're not happy, you feel no benefit, give up. Do you understand? So what sometimes there have stories in Tibet. One means like when you are in the beautiful space, sun shines, you're not hungry, you are very safety, you enjoy. What you does? Singing, dance, not thinking about the Buddha Dharma, forget the Pema Sambhava. Okay. And then when you get challenging place, like maybe facing to thief, gang, or road condition is terrible, weather, many ways danger place. Then you remind and Guru, Pema Sambhava, Tara, calling this deities gurus. So when you are happy, joy, forget. No, you don't need. And then when you have difficulties, challenges, you calling. So that's what the normal people does. Do you understand? Okay, so that means like we don't have this true experience. Your mind is become equal to the mind of the holy gurus, then you different. Then guru can beat you, you no problem. Guru can yelling you no problem. Same as Malarepa does. Okay. Gurus, whatever comes is more blessing. And it's whatever comes from guru is remove the obstacles. So that's the people who has followed the Dharma become knowing the guru is Buddha, like true experience. Like first we need own experience, then you devotion connection to guru. Otherwise, your guru idea is not easy, okay? That's why guru yoga is not easy practice. Normally, the not really easily suited for the, especially for Western culture, guru yoga practice. Okay, so it's guru yoga is not the not easy the many ways until you have some experience. Then you have devotions, like your guru is very far away, you have very strong devotions, you can practice guru yoga. That keep you devotion, but less complications, okay? Guru is always be with you every single day. Then you practice guru yoga is not go right directions. So that's you have to understand. You have follow after them and complete all works. So you have follow after them and complete all works means then you just follow like the Buddha's path, I think so, okay? And follow all this yogis path, and you completing, you get everything done. You naturally, accomplishing all the works. Until that, other, worldly level, whatever we works, does things never end, okay, never satisfy. So samsara means 24 hours. We does every single day. Like even you stay 100 years, you just follow every 24 hours what you does. Never end, called cyclic existence. Okay, your work is never done, never finished. People always say, oh, my work is done, but that's just that moment. Very short time, you fear that. You never done, okay? So then when is your work is really accomplishment, you're knowing your mind is inseparable with the guru. You have, you follow that path, and then naturally, accomplishment, your all work is finished. The delusion is gone. There is the key point. So science means this is a key point, means this is so important crucial point. Okay, you should know it, means like he said, like you will have to recognize that. And this, when we have this, ability or can do this, so only practice Mahamudra Dzogchen, yeah, and then you have these abilities happen. So this take to in the enlightenment, not create something good life, future life, something. So it's different instruction. You have to know, okay? Each instruction has different goal, result. This goal result is like discovering absolute truth, nature, Rigpa, what we have. Okay, not something benefit in the worldly level. So that's the totally different instruction. And then we don't have this like experience, we don't have this ability to practice. another hand, we have to follow cause and effect. Okay, so cause and effect is because in the right now where we are in the relatively truth state. We have fear for samsara, we hope for nirvana. We scare for death, we scare for suffering. So then we have to abandon causes of suffering. You know, we have fear, scared for suffering and scared for death. So that's why we have to care also others' life reasons because we have fear for death. Then other beings same like that. So we have to care for others' life. We have a hope for nirvana. That's the reason we have to create a good karma and positive causes. We have to create a causes of happiness. And so that's our starting practice. And then go into sometimes the true nature, ripa, meditate, and your daily activity, follow the cause and effect, mindfulness. And then when you sit down in the kitchen, meditate, try to, capture our own natural ripa mind. So much ever we can. So we have to apply that. That's we have to practice. You cannot reach to in this what sharing here right now directly. You very hard to many people to reach in this idea. Okay. So even you hearing these instructions, also they have so much positive impact. Okay, create so much karmic imprints, connections to liberations. So it's called hearing liberation instruction. It is also this called sometimes we call hearing liberation instructions. The next is Pagin Chiji Jarpi Kadin Sadaling Trupa Gombar, Sodo Ran Ro Tarit Lepao, Ne the Yang Lale Magondo, Tamche Yezing do the Yang Sito. Through the kindness of the old father Chiji Jarpo, so means like Shakatsoro Rando, he really appreciate because he's a kind guru, His guru is the father, his father is a Chichi Jarpo means his father is his guru. Then I total render the me whose 6-foot grove is self-liberated. He says, I already liberated. My 6th grove is 6 conscious is liberated because due to my father's guru's kindness. So Shakatsoro Rando, he said, I am the yogi and I, liberate all my self-conscious, 6-fold growth is a self-liberated, 6 conscious mind, he liberate into nature ripa. So now we have this 6, group. When hearing the song, the air conscious or, hearing conscious, follow that. And you see object is the seeing conscious, then follow that. Yeah, so we have a tongue conscious, senses conscious, all this, the nose, smelling consciousness, all this different conscious. So we each conscious, so follow the object, attached, fixation, hatred, or many things going on there. Okay, so that's the ordinary people, we follow that. But this yogi's liberation means there's the already block or close the door already. This is six conscious. Door is already closed. But then they can hear the song is like true song, okay? Seeing form is a true form. So we seeing, hearing all is delusion, no truth. Because we chasing the delusion, no truth. If you close these 6 doors and you dissolve into all these 6 conscious, the nature of mind, Ripa, and then you through in the nature of mind, Ripa, you all this everything has become truth. Do you understand? Something different. That's why Buddha Shakyamuni, his instruction teachings, like, or somebody, I think, cautioned to him, why you have to share teachings? Okay. So Buddha answer is, all this what we seeing, hearing, touching, or, senses, everything is no truth. That's why he said, I have to share the truth. If this, like, all six conscious object is truth, then Buddha Shakyamuni don't have to share anything. Because we already seeing truth, then why he have to share, right? It's already truth there. Nothing to he can explain other than that. But we have delusion, conceptual, this, dualistic seeing all is no truth. And that's why Buddha have to share truth. So now here, Shaka Chodorandar, his guru, share truth for Shaka Chodorandar. Now he, Shaka Chodorandar, who he, sixfold growth is self-liberated. All these six conscious liberated. So he arrived is true state. He said, I arrived the true state. At the mind of activity, free, spontaneously existence. So at the mind activity free, so he said, like, see, so mind is like, of activity free. Like our mind's activity is all is, fixation, attach, conceptual thoughts, delusion, we activity. Shaka Chodorandar is free from all this delusion. Then everything is spontaneously existence. Everything is spontaneously existence. It's all is accomplishment. Okay, so that means he's mentioned he is like realizer. He realized Guru's mind inseparable. He liberated from all this, the delusion state. Then there is this key point. So key point, though some do not understand it. He said, like, the key point is people don't understand. He said, worldly people not knowing this truth and not understanding this. Everything is already pro-model done, but they say, I will do it. So the point is, okay, some do not understand it, okay, like means like we don't, ordinary people don't understand that. Then everything is already pro-modally done, means everything is there. So means nature of Rigpa is always there with us. It's done. But they say, I will do it. So let's say we say, I will going to do meditate, I will going to discover my Rigpa, I will going to do it. But actually nothing do it there. It's already, it is there, okay? So food is already cooked there, just we have to eat. But then what we're saying is like, I have to go to grocery, I have to buy these things, and I have to go into cook, but then we don't eat. So Shaka Zororando recognize like that, or our just normal, ordinary Dharma practitioners. Okay. So he said, like, already cooked food is there, just eat that. Yeah, you don't have to cook. Similarly, this nature of Rigpa, already pro-model is there, is done. You just be in that state. You just be on your own state. That's it. You don't have to do it anything there. You don't have to create anything. Why you say I have to create my Rigpa or I have to do it? You don't have to do it. You're already there, So that is called yogi experience, true instructions. Very beautiful. Yedon nyeten do the young trollo, yeya nyeten do the young yogo, yegom nyeten do the young gomo, yete nyeten do the young tao. So now he explain here is what we doing is reality true. What we have is different. Okay, everything is already pro-model liberated. Everything is pro-modally, our nature require it is there. No any obstacle for that. No, nothing to do it there. But their say means we say, okay, the Dharma practitioners, what we say, I will liberate it. I will liberate it. So actually already liberated, already there. But we say, I'm going to liberate it. See, I already mentioned same, already cook the food. You say, I'm going to cook food. So the point is we don't eat. Always cooking, okay? So this, the true realizers, real recognize for us like that, okay? And we are just kind of like really deluded, ignoring, not knowing what the truth. What we're saying, we're doing is no match. Okay. No go together. See, actually, here is like the true nature requires always there already liberated it itself, but then say I'm going to liberate it. Everything is already pro-model in equipose. Always equipose means it's there. Always same state. Never deluded that. But they say I will enter equipose on it. So we say I'm going to enter, I will enter equipose means meditation state on it. Everything is already pro-model in meditation, but they say I will meditate on it. Everything is already pro-model seeing, but they say I will see it. Okay, so the idea is like you're really seeing, but you're not recognizing. Okay, then you say, I'm going to see it. Actually, you're seeing already, but what are you seeing you don't recognize. And it's always there, but then you say, I'm going to discover that. You don't have to discover, it's already there. So then, the nature is always its present state, always there, equipose. But then we say, I'm going to meditate, find out that. So that's the way we normally does saying, but it's okay. This the beginner people have to follow this idea, but other no choice. One day you realize, you discover, then you recognize, okay. So there not really you have to do that, but another case we don't have a choice. So then next is Yedon Yek no the young drew those send you our Revimi, teaching zero coin Nanto go, Tojang Patsu Gomjang Lizezo, Jejang Inzing Dropjang Korwao. So everything is already pro-model towers, but they say everything is truly always there. Then, but what we say, I will traverse it. See, or I'm going to Buddhahood. Yeah, it's actually, you already has there. You don't have to do it, but you have to recognize it is there. But we don't know that. That's why we say, I will traverse it Buddhahood. And speaking like that, there are people who put their hope in a mental analyze type of view. So then saying that at the same time, you use your analytical, okay, you're investigating, you use your own logic, mental analyze types of view, okay. So then that you really cannot discover the truth. Because analytical is, it's a conceptual idea. You have subject and object separations. So analytical, you cannot really discover this truth. They have learning, then use, learning, but being theoretical, these words only. So then you say, I'm going to learn, but you only follow the words. Not follow the knowing the true and the meaning. Just we only chasing the words. It is discursive thoughts. It's create all discursive thoughts. They have realization. They have realization. They have realization, but being a result of can do meditation, it is a product of rational mind. So then what is this? Is all is like called worldly meditation become, not go beyond the worldly meditation. So we talk about Heart Sutra, Tiyata, the mantras, Tiyata on Gate, Gate, Parangate, Parasangate, Bodhisoha. Go, right? Go beyond. So we didn't go beyond. The reason is because, everything is created by our own mind satisfied. The point is like, we know really, meditating, get experience this truth. Only follow the, your intellectual idea and follow the words, meaning. And then you say, okay, makes sense. I like your teaching. I mentioned, right, many times. So you follow that way, but then this is happening. The result is like, product of rational mind. They have analyzed, but being a dualistic accomplishment, it is a samsaric. See, it's created only. So whatever does is become create a samsara. Nothing go beyond the samsara. Because whatever we, analytical, listening, and the idea, everything is dualistic. That's why it's you cannot accomplish, dualistic cannot accomplish a non-dualistic. This very beautifully explained by Telopatu Naropa in the Genji Mahamudra. Conceptual cannot reach to non-conceptual. Conceptual idea, conceptual analytical cannot reach non-conceptual. Dualistic thinking cannot reach to non-dualistic. So that's we have to know, like not follow the words, follow the meaning. Okay. And then not only like satisfy your idea, but really have to see in your mind natural truth, rising your own experience. That's why, when you arising your own experience, you cannot put the words to explain. And you cannot share to others because not describable. Yeah. You cannot explain. You cannot put the words to explain. The truth is. Same is like, mute person eat the candy. They eat candy, they have good sweet taste, very happy, joy, but they cannot explain for others. Similarly, the meditator, good practitioners, feel this true experience, but no words to explain for others. So long as you have a words to explain for others, then that's not truth. The still is like, you are in this dualistic accomplishment. Not no dualistic accomplishment. It's dualistic accomplishment. two big differences. Okay, and that's why this positive and which is negative. I mean, these two comes very similarity. Okay, same, and goes to spontaneously. I mentioned like Vajra Yogini symbolize meaning. It's you using the peg and the skull cups. See, the gold knives. So it's in the worldly conceptual state is impure, but this impure, someone has pure perception has these symbols. So that means like, the 100% positive and 100% negative is comes to similarities. Very hard to recognize, knowing you separate until your own experience rising. Okay, so that's why this kind, we have to know. The important is like you need your own true experience, not to follow the words, not follow the person, follow the absolute truth, follow the true meaning, not follow the relative truth, follow the absolute truth. Then next is Chinye yikyung kinji matela dzogchin nyingtek lemre meparngi sazi migi sepe singbami. These people who approach Dharmata through mental analysis certainly have no karmic connection to contains great completion. Some people has always too much thinking, too much thoughts, always using analytical investigation. So then that person don't have a connect with the Dzogchen. Okay, so it's a kind of like scientist idea. There's no connection with the Dzogchen. Engaging in activity is not necessary. So all, too much dropped thoughts, and then that person too much engaging activity, your mind too much activity is not necessary. That's not really necessary. Doing so does not achieve it, then you're never going to achieve Dzogchen accomplishment. So it's different case. Okay, Dzogchen Mahamudra is called Guru's blessing, our devotion. And so also it mentioned before, even you are in the shipper of cows, taking care of cows, but are educations. So long as you have a really great this instruction, devotions, you can realize if you are a great scholar can be deluded because you analytical too much, it can be wrong directions. So that's the point is the Dzogchen Mahamudra is not followed by genders, educations, and so many this like worldly accomplishment is not important. Yeah, worldly accomplishment doesn't have anything for realization of Dzogchen. So that's the point is this. Satan mazal lesson de pao. No, we need. Okay, later have to go more because tomorrow I cannot share the teaching. So today is a very great instruction here. You have to do again and listening. And also you can come to Zoom together and practice some Manjushri sadhana what we have, and then daily practice is your homework. Tomorrow I have to traveling very far away again. So that's why no time to teaching to share. So today I'm going to share a little more for you. This introduction is really, really beautiful. Even we share only today, this one we needed to contemplate like whole life. Okay. So actually whole life, your homework is done by one day. So now, next is Sadam Mazazilinde Bao, Gomi Gomba Lende Gomjam Pong, Tarmi Tawa Lende Kanglata, Tarmi Sarva Lende Nipami. It is beyond accounting of acting and not acting. Mazazilinde Bao. Beyond the accounting of acting and not acting. So this, the point is the true nature is beyond in this, actions or no actions. It is no meditating and beyond meditation. Meditation only ruins it. So meditation, like, conceptual meditation, what we say is worldly meditation is ruin to its true nature. Sometimes it happens that because you worldly meditation, you feel very comfortable, joyful, and you satisfied, then you don't want to knowing the true nature. Yeah, so that's why ruin it. In non-viewing, beyond viewing, so it's nothing to, viewing. It's in non-viewing, beyond viewing. So it's beyond the view. What will be viewed? In non-thinking, seeking, beyond seeking, there is no finding, so nothing to find. You cannot find anything. It's just the worldly, and the conceptual. We cannot have anything there, like yes, no, or good or bad, or yeah, it's true or not true, or like exist, not exist. This idea is gone. So otherwise, cannot be the true nature. And it cannot be no drawer, no drawer. So you just think about a no drawer means. It's dualistic, other or it's a dualistic idea. Dualistic idea must be dissolved. Yeah. Dualistic idea is the same as like ice block. Then we talk about ice is like long or short or big or small or very hard or very soft or very, very nice or no nice, or we can talk about the ice block, explain 1,000 different ways. But it's merged to the water, or this what you're saying is gone. Do you understand? See, same like that. And in the worldly level, meditate, no meditate, okay, my view or nothing view there, or exist, no exist, or true, no true, pure or impure, whatever we're saying, these words is not there, it's gone. Yeah. So the different, like if you're going to hiking very high mountain, say like maybe 20,000 steps, and then different, like each maybe each kilometer you're seeing different view, different there, but you really arrive to the top of the mountain, you look to the space, whatever you're facing to or challenge you on the road is all is gone. You look to the space, is nothing there. So that's the same here. When you're really driving to the truth, it's all gone. That's why just whatever here saying is like we explain about in the maybe same as in the dream. In your dream, Maybe you cook really good food, you have many friends with you, you have great drinks, you explain your food, drinks, everything. But when you wake up, no friends there, no drinks there, no food is there, or is just what you're saying is not there. Yeah. So similar here is when you arrive to the non-duality, what you want is gone, what you don't want is gone. That's why here is people who approach Dharmata. Oh no, next one is no meditation, beyond meditation. Meditation only ruins it. In no viewing, beyond viewing, that will be viewed. In no thinking, beyond thinking, there is no finding. Teta rikpa sama tarzong den do te she cha mni matela zochin lemde meba gure to kangate cha kada longchin je gombar sharwen konden yisemi. So beautiful, okay? Ripa is present with transparency. So you seeing really your Ripa is always the present with transparency. Transparency is many, great qualities. Transparencies. That's why also we call emptiness, present, always there, not true exist. It is how it is. So the person who has that explain but does not listen. So that's we are okay. Shaka Chodoranda, he explained greatly for us, but we don't listen. Has no karmic connection to great compilation. So there's no connection to great Dzogchen. How ridiculous, how crazy us, wherever you look, since it is the mind of alpha pretty great space. So no, this is his experience, for him, wherever he look at, okay, realization, since it is the mind of alpha pretty great space, he always see his own Rigpa, he say wherever he look at, he see always the Rigpa of natural mind. Shining forth, always there. So then in that state, samsara and nirvana are without duality. Samsara and nirvana is nothing, abandon samsara, no need to achieve nirvana. So always there, great state. It's extremely beautiful, okay? Tender gomba lara langpala, tisam jawanji par domaza, on a sron trip nayorta, ransar yund chona la layang. Tora Mundowanshi, Ju Jona, Tamar May Dad Zombe enter, Namjor by Jimmy, Zadar the Shipe Chile Lander Miziba Ravan Zimi, Japa Mantrolo. So no, he's saying, having put the mind of that sort into song. So he said, like his own experience, whatever he has, realization himself is, so he put into the song. Okay, it's song of this teaching. The conqueror of the three times will be pleased. So that he said, all the Buddhas are joyful, happy, what he's sharing this song of realization. This is the place to the Buddhas. No doubt, he said, he don't have a doubt. If you ask, but having given Confucius external appearing objects, so then another hand, like he's saying, like, okay, while he's sharing all these instructions, the Buddhas are very happy, enjoy, means place to Buddhas. This is his true offering to the enlightened beings, Buddhas. Yeah. If you ask, like the other hand, okay, so this or the normal people or Or, for us, like listening, teaching, not go, go right directions. So that's kind of people, what he going to do it. So his mention is like, but having giving confusion. So see, people get confusion here because they know, okay, what I'm going to do other things. Yeah. Or maybe I give up my practice. I only practice Dzogchen, or maybe it's something is very beautiful there. So then you go to there, is you don't get. And then you go give up other things, you don't get Dzogchen. So you following the become another extreme or wrong view again. So that kind of he say happen. But having given confusions external appearing objects, then also confusion appearing objects. So sometimes then why we seeing these things is not true exist? Why we hearing these songs because not true exist? So confusion comes, you know. Appearing objects, then there has a natural reply. Why we not seeing? Why is not there? I don't know. Why we not knowing that? So get confusions many different ways. So why the Buddha shares so many teachings? Why he just only talk about the natural ripa? That is done, then get confusions, appearing objects. The freedom to go to their own place, won't one return to being confused again. So then, so freedom is their own place. Like we mentioned, freedom is their own place. So then that's never going to go, that go right directions. One return to being confused again. People get more confusions. So that's, can be happening, his cautions, like going to happen. Of course, like we always get confusions. Many, people get confusions too. Some people like receiving, okay, today the Pema Sambhava empowerment, next day we do Vaitara empowerment, then they say, okay, I'm very happy Pema Sambhava. Next day, okay, I'm going to give up Pema Sambhava, I'm going to do Vaitara, Tara, and then next day Vajra Yogini, okay, I don't need Tara, okay, go to Vajra Yogini. So that's kind of, chasing the branches, or like we follow this always different confusions get. And why this confusions comes? Because of not knowing the truth, okay? If you really knowing this, what Shakatsuru Randra mentioned, truth, you have ability to bring all that is oneness. You can receive 1,000 different Yadam deities empowerments. You don't have confusions. Same is like you change cloth, is you have a mirror, you change cloth. Similar like that, your essence is in the true nature of Rigpa, and then that effort to Kimbitara, Guru Pema Sambhava, Chinreze, Manjushri, or whatever according to we need. Do you understand? So the true is always in the same state, same nature there, same. Then so you can be like same is like different activities. Maybe you have many different jobs. You have police job, you put a police cloth. You have maybe monk's job, you have put a monk's cloth. You have maybe teacher's job, you have teacher cloth. And you just effort to different according to activity. Like maybe you have a doctor's job, you effort to doctor's cloth. You have a nurse job, you have effort to nurse cloth. You can have many different activities. So that's called Buddha's activity, means like all this data is different activities form. So we try to have all these activities qualities. That's why we're receiving different data, empowerment, instructions, teachings, practice. Okay. So the reality, you're same person, okay? That's the how you know same person is you have to recognize your own nature, mind, Rigpa. And then in that state, you can have many activities. So similar like that, you know, and then you knowing your own nature, Rigpa, you can apply many different deities. And then your all the activities, different Dharma practice. Dharma practice. So that's why, you know, this instruction is very great for also beginners too. And if you really want to perform great Nindo practice, preliminary practice, you know the Dzogchen instructions, you apply your mind, the true nature, Rigpa, and then you practice, okay? Nindo is more performed, more powerful, more truth, you can do it. So any activity dharma you can do really rare truth. You know, long as you follow these instructions. But another hand, we follow the relative truth. Then, without the Dzogchen instructions, you can apply, you know, Nindo instruction, different practice. Same is like you only just goes to police and you have only police job. You go to doctor job, only you just get that job and you does like that. Similar is relative level. And absolute truth states you have everything ability. Become long as you have knowing this Dzogchen Mahamudra, you can apply any other activities. So it's the big difference. You know, one is handicap, one is no handicap. Okay, you have everything, you can do it. One is you can do only one. So that's the difference. Like you have to understand. We get confusions in that state. So that's why in ordinary person grasp at a self in them and so in confused. So that's why the ordinary people confused. You are doctor, how you can be police? You are nurse, how you can doctor? You know, like that. Because you already fixation to one, then you cannot change. You already ice block, you cannot then just ice block is ice block. Okay, it's you cannot do much. It's ice below is water, then you can make many different things. You can make shower, you can use restaurant clean, or you can dishwashes, you know, clean up that things also. Then you can do shower, right? And you can do drink, and you can make tea, you can make coffee, you can make whatever you want. See, it's many abilities become changed. So why we get confusion? Because fixation. So we create like our fixation same is like, you know, ice below. Then that's why we get confusions. Yogin, confuse a yogin, knowing them to be groundless, groundless, root free does not treat. So then that's why here is yogin, you know, knowing them to be groundless means like, see, it's not fixation, not attached to that. Groundless, root free does it treat them with the contraventions, spoiled, adoption, and rejection, but leave them to be themselves without grasping, and the soul is unconfused. So, so then see, you realize there's like the different, no fixation grasping, they don't create the same as ice block. And that's why then they can have this all flexible, can do many different activities. Okay, so without confusions. We get confusions because due to with fixation attached to something, you know, that's why we get confusions. So I can ask you a question. Mostly your questions come from because your fixation something, you know, words or meaning or something you want, and then feel that not right, and then you get confusions. Demi job control. So now we still long way. So I think if time is finished, we have to leave it there. Ravam Zimi Yabe don't create confusion, okay? So you must be yogin, knowing them to be groundless, root free, does not tread, then without consequence, spoiled, adoption and rejection, but leave them to be themselves without grasping, and so is unconfused. That's for you, okay? Tashi Delek. Now we go to Manjushri text. No longer Yorama, 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 no ju ye ran de ran ye jiang, do ge men de me ren na de ba. Rende me me don sar de jin ja. Yan jan bar ba vi gur jo ze den ju jen jen ra u zor ji. Na lo de mo me ba rob zor ne. Ka dai den ji yong lo do ba ye. Lo de bo ba na wa zar de zor. Gan se da waran do ba. 将在这瓦人都那样，公婆将远就年内，给没把年同瓦人说，所见南跟大都被，曾经跟东直不是，家大人将远就在把。到时就把等着来说。prayer to Manjushri Kosha. I do these prayers Tibetan resume because Chinese speakers can go to Chinese and English speaker you can do English, Spanish speakers can do Spanish. 南无门子昔日也西僧卡言少见杨巴拉罗这见可尔杰贝乌斯尔一个没些门北走南跟色色王本江北杨兰人内总的上九年北巴拉九面达拉教人满吉 Leje wange redo karje jang korwen jele jojen jambi dane zenden de ze dongwa na ze shen sambe nian xie gen dan man shen jebe xin ji zinbe ze xin jin jele jojen jambi Tome dene lenge sakben ti sipa pardo nyumong long shok Zogang endo yang saran cherse pe nyumong long go chu chen jambe Pardo nam shen yin sam jirwe se me kom je bo da le ram de te ten jam sen zing be rik da de je we ten zhe zhe shen jam be je wa se man to re yong den jon den jen zi be tam jir le tom ten ba zir yen zing be nian shen nian dang jar we den zhe zhe shen jam be tăng ke tu je den be shen ye de le para song be song ra jam se ser yen to ne yin la to ne be nam ju lo de zor jen jam be se ra gen de yin dong kon ne ser sen na me para do ba king dong nam yen bang be sam den gong ba so par sin chu den zor jen jam be Korwe tsadong serwe serzin jo song ra kan re nge la tan du Nam yin le lon dam de sing la be nyun jo tu ji song shen jam be salam ta be lam la rab yong ne nam de tar be len den ro do kan men dan nen kor we xiao be jen kor we shen da ju jen jam be ran dun nyer je kin de sar bang ne lab jin jar we be zara dan do da ge long de ma ren de be de ma ren de bo sor jen jam be Dana da so je wa tam je de song ra yan ze zo lai den zi Roland de ge ma lin jong we ne ye yin or we jor jen jam be Jam yang chu lai sor wa da ben de zo nie nam bara da be zhi jin Ronam sipe tsole drwa la da chan chu jen jor jen jambe Tinde nene zongne se se ma san cho ma to bar jeb zin jambe yang jen Da ge la man ze de ser ze den chu jen chen ra u zer je da lo to mo men ba rab zar Ka dang den ji yung lo to ba ye lo zhe bo ben na wa zar de 刚才大瓦人都把穷在这瓦人都那样公婆讲样就年，人民半年同瓦的学手就南跟大都，曾经跟动这不是这阶段讲样穷在把到手就把等着。大江江洋嘎真节萨拉嘎瓦多瓦的大的在拉真巴，拉的松瓦多巴的哟。Thank you, everyone. So I mentioned, tomorrow I cannot share the teaching. I'm traveling. So normally traveling, I organizing, but this is a big group organizing, so I don't have a choice. So normally I traveling Tuesdays and, Wednesdays. So this is other hand, so I don't have a choice. And then also next week also very hard, but could be can share teaching, but still never know. I'm going to Amazon rainforest in Brazil. We have many groups people together, and there has internet, of course, the satellites or something, but time schedule is very hard. They put traveling day is a Saturday, Sunday. So that's why we see this is next week. Okay, let you know. And I'm looking for possible to share teaching or maybe not. If next week is not possible, then we have an idea. Okay, today teaching is the best we have so far. I think in this Garuda. So you have to go again. We can contemplate listening again these sections. And so tomorrow, I mentioned cannot share your teaching, but come to Zoom 9 a.m. in the same day, same time, and do the practice the Manjushri, what we're doing, opening prayers. Then we do, please do all together daily prayers. Small offerings very important these days. Okay, so that's why who can join the tomorrow 1 hour, maybe Manjushri, and then after daily prayers, so you can finishing maybe 9, 10, 30s, like 10, 30s finishes, okay. So just managing. We have translators. You can, talk to like how to go follow the how many time spending for Manjushri. Okay, you don't have to spend like 1 hour, maybe 30 minutes. I think Manjushri enough. Then go to daily prayers. You can create meditation in there too. So this meditation instruction is so important, right? Not only the hearing the teaching. So maybe you can do first half hour meditate, and then Manjushri prayer, and then goes to daily prayer. I think that's where it's good to do it. You think so? So apply meditations, please. And your homework, this what we share today is you can do whole life, reach to enter enlightenment. Also, that's, you know, we have a homework to do it. Thank you, everyone, and have a good day. And who can stay back to daily prayer, please stay back. And who no time is some in China, you know, like Asia, so very late. And touch Delhi, see you next days.
Thank you,
感恩仁波切，
Thank you, Dokeshe, Kamsamida. Merci beaucoup. Gracias. Grazie mille. Spasiba.
Thanks everyone. Thanks.
Sheshe ni.
感恩上师，
感恩上师，感恩义师，
感恩上师，感恩义师，
感恩义师，感恩义师。
Thank you so much, Rinpoche. Muchísimas gracias, David, por la